Let's talk about something almost everyone has lived through, but almost no one wants to admit: the situationship, the half relationship, the almost love that drains you more than a breakup ever could. This video is your detox, not from a person, but from the version of you that tolerated lukewarm love because you were tired, lonely, or emotionally burnt out. You're not weak. You're not stupid. You're not dramatic. You are underloved and hoping someone would finally choose you. A situationship is not casual. It's not fun. It's not low pressure. A situationship is a relationship with no clarity, no commitment, and no emotional safety. It's texting every day but never being claimed, intimacy without direction, connection without consistency, affection without accountability, and hope without evidence. It's a relationship that keeps you emotionally invested while keeping them emotionally unbothered. And that imbalance, that's where the burnout begins. Situationships drain you because they require full emotional labor with half emotional return. You're giving your time, your attention, your vulnerability, your body, your emotional availability. And in exchange, you get mixed signals, delayed replies, "I'm not ready for anything serious," and just enough affection to keep you from walking away. This is not romance. This is an energy leak, and energy leaks create emotional burnout. People talk about burnout at work, burnout in parenting, burnout in life, but no one talks about romantic burnout, the exhaustion that comes from loving someone who gives you crumbs. Burnout happens when you're always waiting, always guessing, always hoping, always proving, always trying to be easy, always pretending you don't want more. You're not toxic for wanting clarity. You're not needy for wanting consistency. You're not dramatic for wanting to be chosen. You're burnt out because you've been loving someone from an empty cup. Here's the pain point most people are terrified to admit. There is shame in staying with someone who doesn't want you. Not because you're unworthy, but because you knew you deserved more and still accepted less. But listen closely. You didn't stay because you're weak. You stayed because you were starved. Starved for affection. Starved for connection. Starved for someone to finally see you. And when you're starved, even crumbs feel like a meal. There is no shame in wanting love. There is only shame in a culture that taught you to settle for half of it. Let's go deeper. A lot of people stay in situationships because they've been conditioned to be hyper-independent. Hyper-independence sounds like, "I don't need anything serious. I'm fine with whatever. I don't want to be too much. I don't want to scare them away. I can handle casual." But here's the truth. Hyper-independence is not confidence. It's a trauma response. It's what happens when you learned not to rely on anyone. You were punished for having needs. You were abandoned for wanting closeness. You were taught that vulnerability is dangerous. So you shrink your needs. You silence your desires. You pretend you're okay with casual, not because you want less, but because you're afraid to ask for more. A situationship detox is not about blocking someone. It's not about deleting numbers. It's not about pretending you don't care. The detox is internal. It starts with one question: why did I accept half love when I wanted whole love? And the answer is almost always, I didn't feel safe enough to ask for more. So the detox begins with reclaiming your standards, rebuilding your self-trust, reconnecting with your intuition, and remembering that your needs are not burdens. You detox by choosing yourself in the same way you hoped they would choose you. Let's reframe the entire experience. You didn't lose anything, you learned everything. You learned what inconsistency feels like, what emotional crumbs taste like, what your heart does when it's starving, what your intuition sounds like when it whispers, "This isn't enough," and what your spirit feels like when it's drained. This wasn't a failure. This was a mirror showing you you are built for deeper love. You are wired for real connection. You are worthy of someone who chooses you without hesitation. Situationships don't break you, they reveal you. So take a breath, place your hand on your heart, and repeat this. I deserve love that doesn't confuse me. I deserve love that doesn't exhaust me. I deserve love that chooses me back. You are not asking for too much. You are asking the wrong person. And the moment you detox from half love, you make space for whole love. You make space for someone who shows up, follows through, communicates clearly, chooses you proudly, and loves you without hesitation. You are not hard to love. You were just loving someone who wasn't ready. Your detox begins now. Take another deep breath. Let your heart soften. Let pink be your guide. You are healing, even if it doesn't feel like it. You are growing, even on the days you can't see it. And you are becoming someone stronger, softer, and more aligned than ever before. Come back to these words whenever your spirit feels heavy. To feel whole again is a journey, not a destination. You deserve it. If this message resonated with you, be sure to subscribe and share with someone who may need pink peace.